United States and Canada, wherever around the world. My name is Alex and welcome back to a brand new episode of MLP Thursday Night Stampede featuring an Olympic segment. Let's get into it. And as always, on Thursday, I'm going to do a blind reaction of My Little Pony, Tell Your Tales, as usual, followed by the Olympic Games rundown segment. But first, I'm gonna share some good news and bad news. The good news is the Olympic Games, that's right, the Olympics, is coming soon in less than 30 days. That's 1 month until the Olympic Games start with the opening ceremony. But unfortunately, the bad news is tonight on this episode, we don't have a special guest today because I just sent ponies of the current generation, that's right, G5 generations, all the way to Paris. Don't you worry, I give them a proper send-off from this city all the way to Paris, France. And they're going to attend the opening ceremony and they'll be with them for the next 17 days of competition. And this is gonna be good. And I hope Main 6, even Sunny Star Scout, will enjoy it. But no sweat. The Main 6 will be right back to Equestria after the Olympic Games. And of course, you better thank me because I give them a ticket. After that, they'll tell me everything about the Olympic Games because I'm maybe not just a brony, but also I'm a huge fan of this organization because the Olympic Games is something the world is going to watch. But anyway, before the games, let's start the episode, shall we? So tonight, I'm going to do a blind reaction of My Little Pony Tell Your Tale Season 2, Episode 15. And the title will be called The Emotional Roller Coaster, written by the dynamic duo Jessica Silcock and Naomi Smith. This episode is about the main 6 at the Boardtrot spending their time at the best attraction ever. But the most strongest attraction is Rollercoaster. But there's just one little problem. Despite Sunny, Hitch, Pip, Zip, and Izzy are the one who love Rollercoaster, but unfortunately, Misty is the one who's very afraid.
What?
That's a small description I know so far, because I didn't expect what's gonna happen when the main 6 take on the roller coaster, and this is gonna be very interesting here. Okay, without further ado, no questions. Let's shut up and watch. This is gonna be good. Okay, everyone. Without further ado, Season 2, Episode 15, Emotional Roller Coaster, written by Jessica and Naomi. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. All right. Woo-hoo!
Every pony says
This is gonna be good! Zippcoaster! Where's Misty?
You ponies have fun!
Oh, I get it. I predict this one good. Woo! I wonder why she's so afraid.
It's a huge, terrifying, rickety roller coaster. But I don't want to be afraid anymore. I want to have fun.
Of course you had to be fun.
Such a frightened little scaredy pony. I am
Oh
not.
no. You're not.
Boo.
Oh no. Who is this? Another shadow of Misty?
Oh, you're not getting away that
Oh
easily.
my god. This is not gonna be
This is
good.
fine. I'm totally having fun.
It had to be fun. Misty had to be fun. Unfortunately, she's very afraid
Oh, there
going
she
out
is.
there.
Hey, Misty.
We're gonna take another ride on the Zippcoaster. Wanna join?
Misty, it's
Wanna
so
join us,
fun.
Misty?
It's got all these
Don't
huge
be
drops,
afraid.
spinning corkscrews, loop to loop.
I thought I was gonna barf. teacups. They can really pick up some
Spinny
speed.
teacups.
Are you sure
Oh,
you don't want to come
boy.
with us, Misty?
Yep, I am totally good here. You ponies, go have fun.
Okay, but we'll miss you.
So now
Okay.
you're hiding from your friends as well? After all we've been through
Oh,
together, I
that's
just
why
don't
she's
want
hiding.
them to think that I'm a pathetic, scared little filly. Stop it!
OMG. This is her number one fear. And she had to deal with it.
Go away!
Go away, Shadows! You have nothing to do with it!
I'm still here. Go away!
That's it! Get out of here, Shadow! You don't belong here.
You can't get rid of me, Misty.
Why are you bothering us here?
Face it, Misty. You're not brave enough to join the others. That's why you'll always be alone. Well, apart from me, of course. We are going to be best friends forever.
Not
I
today!
might seem a little quiet, but my strength is very real. When my cutie
That's
mark
what I'm
comes to
talking
life,
about, Misty.
My heart helps me feel.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about,
That
Misty.
is it. I'm not going to let my
That's
fear hold
it.
me back anymore. What do you mean?
Oh,
I
yeah.
am going to ride that roller coaster, and you're coming with me.
You're coming with them. Oh, yeah.
No!
That's
You
what this
can't.
episode's
It's
all
way
about.
too scary for me.
Facing
I
fear.
need you.
Excuse me, there's a line.
Stop it! You hate roller coasters. You're making a big
Yeah,
mistake.
but anyway.
We are doing this.
Yeah, we are.
We're doing this. Oh, yeah.
You're coming with me?
No! You didn't think we'd let you face your fears alone, did you?
All right. This is what it's all about.
I'm a little scared.
Oh, there's a song up there.
That's okay.
The song from the
Roller
summer
coasters
album.
are a little
And I'm
scary.
gonna doing it.
This is my 16th ride,
Woo-hoo-hoo.
and I'm still
Come
scared.
on, dance with me, shall we? I'm gonna stand it up. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Woo-hoo! Oh yeah! All right.
If you ever feel like giving up,
I love it. See ya, my fear!
This is so fun. I don't know what I was afraid of.
This is more fun. This is amazing! Woo-hoo! Whoa! The roller coaster's just flying here! Wow!
every pony says Zippcoaster!
Zippcoaster! Whew! What a great episode, everybody. I'll be right back with the review. Until then, have a nice day. First and foremost, who are writing this stuff? I mean, oh my god, this is the best quality episode ever I just watched. So, I have nothing but congratulations. Hands out to Naomi and Jessica, the dynamic duo, for writing this amazing episode. So give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's what I'm talking about. Jessica and Naomi, you're the best. Someday I'm going to send both of them to the Olympic Games as the reward. And the lesson I just learned about this episode is, of course, facing your fear. But in life, everyone has lots of fear here. Different types of fears. But it depends on you who is scared the most. To surpass and overcome the fear is a challenge that asks yourself, you need to face it. Because There's also a phrase that learning to recognize a fear, response, and approximately manage it without allowing it to become deliberating or overwhelm you, or even it makes you very petrified. And as I was saying, this episode is all about Misty. Tried to join the main 6 on the roller coaster, but there's a problem. Misty has also had a fear of going to the roller coaster. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. She has a fear of roller coaster, aka coaster phobia, because she thought that roller coasters are gonna be scary and is extreme, or she could be extremely petrified. And then this happened when her very own shadow has taken over her and convinced not going to the roller coaster. But she seemed to be quiet. But when her humor comes to life, she's facing her own destiny. And that's why I just learned the lesson from this episode is, of course, facing your own fear. And I would like to thank Jessica and Naomi for giving me this episode, for helping me to realize roller coasters isn't very scary though. And someday I'm going to tackle that task, because I have the fear of roller coaster too, you know. If I go to the festival fair or maybe a theme park, one day I'm going to try some of the roller coaster, but not gonna be petrified though. I can go anywhere, except if we're brave enough to go. Like some of the famous Olympian, Nadia Comaneci, a gymnast queen, a legend from Montreal, just sent me this inspirational speech, because she don't run away from the challenge because she's afraid. Instead, she run towards it, because the only way to escape fear is to trample it beneath your feet. And that gives me an inspiration to doing this episode, so thank you for that, Nadia. I absolutely honored your hardship and also facing fear too. And one thing to close this episode, I'm going to give you some of the inspirational quotes about facing your fear. The only thing I'm going to give you is face your fear and doubts, and new world will open to you. That's my reaction. Now let's moving on to my own segment. Of course, I'm going to talk about this one, and that is the Olympic Games Rundown. Enjoy it! Welcome you guys to the Olympic Games Rundown. As you guys know, the Olympic Games are the world's only true global multi-sport celebratory athletics competition, and this is where the world gather together to compete, feel inspired, and be together. And tonight I'm going to discuss about the greatest, or I should say the biggest accolade that every athlete's dream want to have, and that is the Olympic medals. As you guys know, in any games, the Olympic medals is something that the world wants. There are lots of 3 types of medals, but we have only 3: gold, silver, and bronze. These medals are awarded to competitors at the Olympics. Represents the highest level of athletic achievement at the games, and the design of the medals is the responsibility of the host city organizing committee and varied with each edition of the games. That's right, in just 30 days, less than 30 days, the next games will begin here in Paris, and the athletes now know the reward they will receive if they make it onto the podium. And on Thursday, February, which is about 4 months I think, the Olympics world medals has been unveiled. But for this year's games, it's gonna be very special because all the Olympic medals you're gonna wear will all contain a very special pieces of medals that once part of the most iconic landmark in Paris, and that is Eiffel Tower. Oh, this is gonna be good. And in keeping the Olympic tradition, the medals are gold, silver, and bronze as always. But however, unlike any other approximately 36,600 medals that has been awarded since Athens 1896, the first modern Olympic Games that will each be adorned with the small pieces of Paris and the symbol of the country, France, the Eiffel Tower. Trust me, in my opinion, this is the most beautiful medal I ever seen. And this one, and in fact, this year's Olympic medals were designed by their very own national premier partner, Louis Vuitton. For thousands of athletes from across the globe, Olympic medals are the holy grail, and they can only survive if they can win the competition. And they are part of the history and the importance in the world of sport, span many different generations from this generation after this generation, and sporting exploit. For this year's games, the decision was made to combine one of the strongest symbol of the Olympic Games, the medals, with the most iconic symbol of French nations, the Eiffel Tower. Okay, I'm done talking with the medals, but the only thing missing at the medal ceremony was the podium, because without podium, it won't be the Olympic Games. And unlike any other years, the Olympic Games in Paris promise are going to be eco-friendly and it's going to be more sustainability. And with that, they just made the eco-friendly podiums. This podium was designed by Le Pavé, Global Concept, and Giffords, and this will be the same use at the Olympic Games from July 26th to August 11th. This year's podium is colored gray in paying homage to the rooftop of Paris and inspired by the design of the Eiffel Tower, and this is what we're expected. And this podium will be used for all 329 medal ceremonies at this year's Games. According to Paris 2024 President Tony Estanguet, that says, he quotes, "For all the athletes, reaching the podium is a moment of pride, emotion, and ultimate success, and you will put the medal around your neck. In an instant, the dream becomes reality, and you entered the history of the Games." The horizontally of the Eiffel Bridge is a source of inspiration for the podium, and of course, this year's podium is also made in France with the help from the worldwide partner P&G from French woods and made with 100% recycled plastic from the mostly used P&G products. And in my own opinion, when I saw the first look of Paris 2024 podiums, it was absolutely beautiful. I'm speechless about this after all these year's games I've watched. And listen, this year's podiums is beyond ecstatic, and this will goes forever as the most beautiful podium I ever seen. And finally, to close this segment and this week's episode, I'm going to give you the update of Paris 2024 venues. I mean, there's a lot of sports here. This year's games will be covered in over 30 Olympic sports, but there's a little twist here, because the Olympic Games this year will not be held at a stadium. It will be held at the iconic city landmark. And this is the part of this year's project, and this is all about an openness. In 2024, this year, a number of Parisian monuments will be transformed into magnificent competition venues, welcoming people from all over the world, whether it's athletes, coaches, Officials, you count everything to an open-air sports area for these spectacular games. For example, like the Urban Park at Place de la Concorde, the largest public square in Paris, located near Tuileries Gardens. And this place will play host to an urban park that will be the site for 3 unique Olympic events, and it's including a new one: BMX freestyle, skateboarding, 3x3 basketball, and of course the newest one that you never heard of, and that is breakdancing. But let me tell you, for naming the venues for Paris 2024 Olympic Games, it was too much for me. From the world famous Champs de Mars and Eiffel Tower to the stunning beauty of Théâtre de Tahiti, Paris 2024 this year has no shortage of exceptional venues to host the events for the games of the 33rd Olympiad. This year's games, located at the City of Light, will add this wonderful legacy of the iconic Olympic venues through the use of the historic and jaw-dropping venues of their own. What a combo. Trust me, they're gonna be very surprised when they see the City of Light has been transformed into an Olympic venue. That's which said, we're not in Paris, France anymore. We're at the Olympic Stadium. That's my opinion. Trust me, this is gonna be the biggest open-air Olympic Games ever in the history. And that is it for Olympic Games Rundown. If you want more, follow me on Instagram too. I'll let you know what they're doing. And by the way, I just heard the main 6 of this current generation has finally arrived at the City of Light. Woo! They made it safe and sound, and hopefully they're gonna enjoy their very first Olympic Games, and they will learn what's it like to be at the games where peoples, even creatures, unify together. So make sure to follow me on Instagram, and I'll let you know, and also community posts as well, and I'll let you know what they're doing during 17 days, or also an extra days of traveling before the Olympic Games. And that is it for this edition of Thursday Night Stampede. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification down below. Because, oh boy, we're on the home stretch here, because next week we're going to do a couple more Thursday Night Stampede, and then next 2 weeks another episode, but this time it's going to be a very special one as we're counting down to the opening ceremony of the games of the 33rd Olympiad, coming to you live from Paris, just 30 days away. 30 days away, ladies and gentlemen. Check your local broadcaster for details. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Same time, same day. And remember, Thursday will never be the same again. Goodbye, everybody!
This has been a presentation of Hasbro, recognized around the world as the leader in toy entertainment.